Sammy returned to his village after his journey into the Valley of Hidden Colors, but he didn't feel that his adventures had ended. There was a strange feeling inside him, whispering that the Forest of Colors still held more secrets. One quiet night, as he gazed at the magical crystal, it began to glow intensely, and new words appeared on its surface saying, "The final secret lies deep within the shadows of the Forest of Colors. Do you have the courage to go where no one dares?" Sammy knew that the crystal was guiding him toward another adventure, but this time it was different. It wasn't just about uncovering a secret, but a journey into the depths of the forest, to a place no one had ever entered. Sammy and Fizzy prepared for the voyage, with the crystal being their only guide. It led them to a place in the forest they had never seen before. There, the trees were taller and darker, and the colors were dimmer. A massive gate coated in shifting shadows appeared before them, inscribed with, "To open this gate, you must offer something precious that you cannot retrieve." Sammy pondered for a moment and said, "What is the most precious thing I own?" He realized the answer was time. He placed his hand on the crystal and said, "I offer part of my time for this adventure." As he spoke, the gate slowly opened as if the forest was testing his truthfulness and willingness to sacrifice. Sammy and Fizzy stepped into a strange world. The ground beneath them transformed into a transparent sea, yet the water was filled with moving shadows, like lost memories. The crystal spoke. "In this sea, you must face your deepest fears. If you are truthful to yourself, you will find the path." The shadows began turning into images from Sammy's old memories. Moments of failure, times when he felt fear or sadness. Yet Sammy realized these shadows were only parts of him. Accepting them was the key to overcoming them. Fizzy said, "Sammy, do not run from the shadows. Accept them, as they are what make you strong." Sammy stood firm and said, "I accept every part of me." At that moment, the shadows faded. The sea transformed into an illuminated path that led them to the next phase. Reaching the end of the path, Sammy and Fizzy arrived at a gigantic tower made of glass that reflected everything around it. As they neared the tower, their reflections in the glass began to change. The crystal said, "This tower reveals your truth. You must reach the top, but beware not to forget who you are." Sammy started climbing the tower. He confronted different images of himself on each floor. On one floor, he saw himself as a strong and brave hero. On another, he saw himself as weak and fearful. On a third, he saw himself as wise and full of knowledge. Fizzy said, "All these images are part of you, but you must remember who you truly are." When Sammy reached the top, he announced loudly, "I am Sammy. I am not a perfect hero, nor entirely weak. I am a mix of all my experiences." As he said this, the tower opened to reveal a staircase leading to the sky. At the end of the staircase, Sammy found himself in a vast square filled with intertwined colors. In the center, 3 paths appeared. The first path was lit by golden light. The second shone with rainbow colors. The third was covered in moving shadows. The crystal said, "Each path represents a part of your life. Choose wisely, for your choice will determine the end of your journey." Sammy pondered for a moment. He said, "The golden path represents strength, the rainbow path represents happiness, but the dark path holds the truth I seek." Sammy chose the dark path. Upon entering, the shadows faded to reveal a magical place full of stars. In the center, there was a small box. Sammy opened the box to find a tiny mirror inside. As he looked at it, he saw his reflection smiling. A wise spirit appeared and said, "Sammy, the ultimate secret of the Forest of Colors is that you are the one who paints your life. Every decision, every adventure, every moment you live adds a new color to your world. The Forest of Colors is not an external place, but it is within you." Sammy and Fizzy returned to the village with the mirror. Sammy chose to share the wisdom he learned. Life is like the forest of colors. We might face shadows, but the true colors come from our courage and wisdom in facing ourselves. And so, Sammy's last adventure in the forest of colors ended, knowing that every day is a new adventure adding another color to his life. This story teaches children that true strength comes from accepting ourselves as we are, and life is full of choices that shape who we are. Each adventure, whether filled with colors or shadows, adds beauty to our story.